The golden chamber of the Galactic Council stretched for miles in every direction. Representatives from 1,000 star systems sat in floating platforms, their various forms creating a rainbow of alien life. At the center, High Commander Vex stood on the speaking platform. His blue skin shimmered under the artificial stars that lit the chamber. "The time has come," Vex announced, his voice carrying through translation devices to every being present. Earth must be brought under Council control. Admiral Cora of the military fleet leaned forward from her seat. Her 4 arms crossed over her chest in the gesture of agreement among her people. "The humans have ignored our messages for 50 Earth years. They refuse to join the Council. They reject our technology. They mock our authority. They are primitive," added Ambassador Rix, his tentacles waving dismissively. "They still fight among themselves. They pollute their own planet. They have barely reached their own moon. What threat could they possibly be?" The Council murmured in agreement. Earth was a small blue planet in an unremarkable solar system. Its inhabitants had only discovered radio waves 200 years ago. To the Council, which had mastered faster-than-light travel millennia ago, humans were children playing with sticks. Commander Vex raised his hand for silence. "Our scouts report the humans have nuclear weapons, but nothing that could threaten our shields. They have no space fleet. Their strongest materials are steel and carbon composites, toys compared to our quantum armor. Then why waste time with invasion?" asked Elder Tam from the back. His ancient voice crackled through the speakers. "Simply demand their surrender." "We tried," Vex replied. "They laughed. Their leader, they call him, Secretary General, told us that Earth does not negotiate with what he called space bullies." Gasps echoed through the chamber. No one had ever insulted the Council so directly. Admiral Cora stood, her military uniform gleaming with medals from 100 conquered worlds. "Give me 1 fleet. Just 1. I will have Earth surrendering within their week." "You are too cautious," interrupted Captain Rex of the Storm Brigade. His species was known for quick, brutal victories. "I need only my single battleship. Earth's primitive weapons cannot even scratch our hulls." The debate continued for hours. Some wanted to send the full armada, 5,000 ships strong. Others argued for a small force to minimize resources. In the end, pride won over caution. "We will send 3 ships," Vex decided. "The flagship Unity, the destroyer Pride, and the carrier Glory. More than enough for a planet that has not even colonized its own moon." The Council voted unanimously. The invasion would begin in 1 Earth month dot. As the members filed out of the chamber, none noticed the small cleaning robot in the corner. Its recording device had captured everything. Within hours, the message reached Earth through quantum communication channels that the Council didn't know humans had discovered. On Earth, General Tom Williams read the transcript in his underground bunker. He smiled, an expression that would have terrified the Council if they understood human psychology better. "They think we're primitive," he said to his assistant, Captain Lisa Brown. She nodded, reviewing the alien fleet specifications their spies had gathered over the years. "Should we activate Project Surprise?" "Not yet," Williams replied. "Let them come. Let them think we're weak." He pressed a button on his desk. Across Earth, hidden facilities powered up. Weapons the aliens couldn't imagine began charging. The Council thought Earth was defenseless because humans hadn't built visible warships or announced their capabilities. They didn't understand that humans had learned from their own history. The best weapon was the one your enemy never saw coming in space. The 3 Council ships began their journey toward Earth, confident in their superiority. Their crews joked about how quickly the primitive humans would surrender. They had no idea what was waiting for them. Asterisk. 3 weeks later, the Council ships dropped out of hyperspace at the edge of Earth's solar system. The flagship Unity was a masterpiece of alien engineering, 5 kilometers long, covered in weapons that had conquered entire civilizations. Beside it, the destroyer Pride and carrier Glory looked like predators ready to strike. Admiral Cora stood on the Unity's bridge, studying the blue planet on her screens. "Such a small world," she said to her crew. "Begin broadcast." The communication officer activated the universal translator. "People of Earth," Cora announced, "this is Admiral Cora of the Galactic Council. You have 1 hour to surrender unconditionally. Resist, and we will demonstrate our power by destroying your moon as a warning." The bridge crew laughed. Destroying moons was standard Council intimidation tactics. The response came quickly. Too quickly. "Admiral Cora," said a calm human voice. General Williams appeared on their screens, sitting behind a simple metal desk. "This is General Williams of Earth Defense Command. We reject your demand. You have 1 hour to leave our solar system." Cora's 4 arms spread in amusement. "You dare threaten us? We have conquered 1,000 worlds." "And those 1,000 worlds made one mistake," Williams replied. "They weren't human." The transmission ended. Captain Rex snarled from his position at weapons control. "Arrogant primitives." "Admiral, permission to fire a warning shot?" "Granted." "Target their moon." "One crater should teach them respect." The Unity's main cannon charged with power that could split asteroids. The beam lanced through space toward Earth's moon, but it never arrived. The beam simply vanished, absorbed by something invisible. The bridge went silent. "What happened?" Cora demanded. "Unknown, Admiral," the weapons officer replied, frantically checking systems. "The beam just disappeared. Impossible." "Scan the area." The scanners revealed nothing. Space appeared empty between the Council ships and Earth, but the weapons energy had gone somewhere. "Admiral," the communication officer interrupted. "Incoming message from Earth." Williams appeared again, this time standing. Behind him, dozens of humans worked at strange consoles. "That was your warning shot, Admiral. We absorbed it. Nice energy, by the way. Our shields thank you for the free charge." "Shields?" Cora stood up. "Our scouts said you have no shield technology." "Your scouts saw what we wanted them to see." Williams smiled. "Did you really think a species that split the atom wouldn't prepare for visitors?" Suddenly, alarms screamed across all 3 Council ships. Hundreds of objects appeared on their screens, rising from Earth's surface. "Admiral!" the scanner officer shouted. "Detecting massive energy signatures launching from the planet. Count is ... impossible. Over 10,000 objects." 10,000? Cora grabbed the scanner display. "But they have no fleet." The objects weren't ships. They were something else. Each one was small, no bigger than a Council fighter, but they moved wrong. They accelerated instantly to speeds that should have crushed any crew, turning at angles that defied physics. Analyzing ... double quotes the science officer muttered. "Admiral, those aren't ships. They're drones. Automated weapons platforms. Primitive automated weapons," Rex scoffed. "Our point defense will destroy them easily." The first wave of human drones reached the Council ships. The Unity's point defense guns fired, expecting to swat the primitive machines like insects. The drones dodged, not just dodged, they predicted where the shots would be and moved before the guns fired. The Council's targeting computers couldn't keep up. "How?" Cora demanded. "Quantum processing," her science officer whispered in horror. "Every drone is running quantum prediction algorithms. They're calculating our shots before we make them." The drones didn't attack. They swarmed around the 3 ships like angry bees, close enough to trigger proximity alarms, but never firing. "Admiral," the communication officer said weakly. Another message. Williams appeared once more. This time he wasn't smiling. "Admiral Cora, you're probably wondering why our drones haven't fired. The answer is simple. We don't want to destroy you. We want you to return to your council with a message." "What message?" Cora asked, trying to keep fear from her voice. "That Earth is not for conquest. We've spent 50 years preparing for this day. Every country on Earth united for one purpose, to show the galaxy that humanity will not kneel." The drones suddenly moved in perfect synchronization, forming words in space that the council ships could read. "Go home. You have 1 hour to leave," Williams continued. "After that, we stopped being polite." The transmission ended. The drones maintained their formation, waiting. On the Unity's bridge, no one spoke. They had come to conquer a primitive world. Instead, they had found something far more dangerous, a species that had hidden its true strength. Asterisk. Admiral Cora stood frozen on the bridge for 30 seconds. Her 4 arms trembled with rage. No primitive species had ever dared to humiliate the Galactic Council like this. "They think their toys can frighten us?" Rex snarled, breaking the silence. "Admiral, we have the Pride's main cannon. One shot could crack their planet in half." "Do it," Cora commanded, her pride overcoming caution. "Target their largest city. Show them the price of defiance." The destroyer Pride moved into position. Its planet cracker weapon began charging, pulling energy from miniature stars contained in its core. This weapon had ended rebellions on 50 worlds. On Earth, General Williams watched the energy buildup on his screens. He turned to Captain Brown. "Phase 2. She nodded and pressed a single button. The space around Earth shimmered. What had appeared to be empty void revealed itself as an illusion. Thousands of satellites materialized, each one connected to the others by beams of light, forming a net around the entire planet. "Admiral!" The Unity's science officer screamed. "The humans have a planetary shield network. How did we not detect it?" "Cloaking technology," Cora whispered. "But that's impossible. Humans shouldn't have cloaking for another 1,000 years, ... The Pride fired. The planet cracker beam, powerful enough to split worlds, struck Earth's shield network. The satellites absorbed the energy, distributed it among thousands of points, and converted it into harmless light that painted Earth's sky in beautiful auroras. Children on Earth's night side pointed at the pretty colors, not knowing they had just survived a weapon that had murdered billions. Again, Cora ordered. All ships full bombardment. 3 council ships fired everything. Plasma cannons, antimatter missiles, gravity bombs, weapons that had brought the galaxy to its knees rained down on Earth. The shield held. Worse, it seemed to grow stronger with each hit. "Admiral," the science officer reported with disbelief, "their shield network is feeding on our weapons. Every shot makes them stronger. Then we go through it." Rex shouted, "Ram them! Our quantum armor can survive anything." Before Cora could stop him, Rex directed the Pride toward Earth at full speed. The destroyer, built to withstand supernovas, accelerated toward the shield. From Earth, a single satellite detached from the network. It was smaller than a council fighter, painted with Earth's blue and green colors. The satellite fired once. A beam no thicker than a human finger struck the Pride. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the destroyer's quantum armor began unraveling at the molecular level. The most advanced armor in the galaxy turned to dust in seconds. The Pride's crew had 3 seconds to scream before their ship dissolved around them. In moments, only glittering particles remained where the destroyer had been. On the Unity's bridge, silence reigned. The Pride had been destroyed by a single shot from a satellite the size of a cargo container. "How?" Cora's voice was barely a whisper. The answer came from General Williams, his face appearing on their screens uninvited. "Nanobots, Admiral. Microscopic machines programmed to take apart quantum armor. We've been studying the armor samples your scouts carelessly left behind for decades. This is impossible, Cora said. You're primitive. You still burn fossil fuels. You haven't even colonized Mars. Williams laughed, a sound that sent chills through the alien crew. Admiral, did you ever wonder why we showed you our weaknesses? Why we let your scouts see our pollution, our wars, our struggles? Understanding dawned on Cora's face. We wanted you to underestimate us, Williams continued. Every weakness you saw was theater. Every primitive broadcast was designed to make you overconfident. We've been playing dumb for 50 years, waiting for this moment. But why? Cora asked. Why hide your true strength? Because we studied history, ours and yours. The Council destroys any civilization that might become a threat. So we made sure you never saw us as one. Until now, the human drones suddenly moved, surrounding both remaining Council ships in perfect spheres. Admiral Cora, Williams said formally, I'm going to give you one chance. Take your ships and leave. Tell the Council that Earth is off limits. We don't want to conquer the galaxy. We don't want your territory. We just want to be left alone. And if we refuse? Cora asked, though her voice lacked its earlier confidence. Then Phase 3 begins, Williams replied simply. And trust me, Admiral, you don't want to see Phase 3. The transmission ended. Cora looked at her crew, seeing fear in their eyes for the first time. They had come as conquerors. Now they were trapped. Admiral Cora's pride battled with her survival instinct. The unity and glory floated helplessly, surrounded by Earth's drones. One ship already lost, turned to dust by weapons that shouldn't exist. Admiral, her second-in-command, Commander Zet, spoke carefully. Perhaps we should consider their offer. Retreat? Captain Rex spat from his station. The Council fleet has never retreated. The Council fleet has never faced this, Zet countered, gesturing at the displays. These humans have technology we don't understand. Cora remained silent, studying the tactical display. 10,000 drones held perfect formation. The planetary shield pulsed with energy stolen from their own weapons. And somewhere on that blue planet, humans had more surprises waiting. Admiral, the communication officer interrupted. The carrier Glory is requesting orders. Captain Vell says his fighter pilots are refusing to launch. They've seen what happened to the Pride. Before Cora could respond, every screen on the bridge activated. Not just communications, every display, every console, even personal devices. General Williams appeared on all of them simultaneously. Forgive the intrusion, Admiral, Williams said. But I thought you should know the full truth before making your decision. The image changed. It showed Earth, but not the Earth the Council knew. Underground cities stretched for miles beneath the surface. Massive factories, hidden under ocean floors, built technologies beyond Council understanding. Mountains hollowed out to house weapons that could reach across solar systems. This is Earth's true face, Williams narrated. For 50 years, every nation united in secret. We ended our wars, shared our resources, combined our knowledge. The surface conflicts you observed? Theater. Distractions to make you think we were divided. The image shifted to show human soldiers, but they wore armor that seemed to bend light itself. Weapons that fired controlled black holes. Vehicles that phased through solid matter. Every human knows about you, Williams continued. Every child learns about the Galactic Council in school. They know that one day you would come to conquer us. So we prepared, not just with weapons, but with unity. The screen showed millions of humans in underground bunkers, all watching the confrontation in space. Men, women, children, all calm, all ready. You thought we were 7 billion individuals, Williams said. You were wrong. We are one species with one goal. Freedom. Cora found her voice. Why show us this? Why reveal your secrets? Because I want you to understand something, Admiral. Williams's expression grew serious. We could destroy your entire council. Right now, we have weapons aimed at every council world. Quantum tunneling missiles that could appear inside your capitals without warning. Viruses designed to disable your technology. We could end your civilization in days. The bridge crew exchanged terrified looks. But we won't, Williams continued, because humans believe in choice. We choose not to be conquerors. We choose not to be what you are. We prepared for war hoping for peace. You're lying, Rex growled. No species develops such power and doesn't use it. Williams smiled sadly. That's where you're wrong, Captain. Power without restraint is not strength, it's weakness. We learned that from our own dark history. New images appeared. Earth's past wars. Nuclear bombs falling. Cities burning. Millions dying. We nearly destroyed ourselves, Williams admitted. But we learned. We evolved. Not technologically, morally. We realized that true strength is having the power to destroy and choosing not to. The Council will send more ships. Cora warned. The full armada. 5,000 vessels. Let them come, Williams replied. The image changed to show Mars, Earth's neighboring planet. Its surface cracked open, revealing massive weapon platforms. Jupiter's moons transformed into battle stations. Even tiny Pluto bristled with defensive systems. We've turned our entire solar system into a fortress, Admiral. But more than that, double quotes, Williams paused. Computer, show them Project Exodus. The display revealed something that made Cora's heart stop. Thousands of human ships, hidden in fold space, each one armed with the same impossible technologies. But these weren't warships. They were colony vessels. If the Council forces us to fight, Williams said quietly, we won't just defend Earth. We'll scatter across the galaxy, invisible, untraceable. And we'll spend eternity making sure no other species suffers under Council rule. You're threatening the entire galactic order, Cora whispered. No, Admiral. We're offering you a choice. Leave us alone, and we remain on Earth, peaceful neighbors. Force our hand, and we become the nightmare you can't wake from. The transmission ended. The drones pulled back slightly, opening a path toward open space. The message was clear. Leave now, or face the consequences. Asterisk. Admiral Cora stood before the full Galactic Council, her once proud posture now bent with defeat. The golden chamber that had echoed with confident plans for Earth's conquest now thrummed with nervous energy. The truth about humanity had shaken the foundation of everything the Council believed. You retreated? High Commander Vex's voice dripped with disbelief. From a primitive world? They are not primitive, Cora stated firmly. They are the most dangerous species we have ever encountered. Impossible. Ambassador Rix's tentacles writhed in agitation. They haven't even achieved faster-than-light travel. Cora activated the holographic display. That's what they wanted us to think. The recording of Earth's hidden cities played. Gasps echoed through the chamber as Council members saw the underground civilizations, the disguised weapons, the impossible technologies. They've been pretending, Cora explained. For 50 years, they showed us only what they wanted us to see. Every scout mission, every observation, they controlled it all. Then we send the full armada, Captain Rex declared, his wounds from the destroyed Pride still fresh in the Council's memory. 5,000 ships will overwhelm any defense. No, Cora said quietly. Show them the rest. The display revealed Project Exodus, the hidden human fleet. Then something worse. Star maps appeared showing small markers scattered across Council space. What are those? Elder Tam asked, though his ancient voice suggested he already suspected. Human observers, Cora replied. They've been among us for decades. living on our worlds, learning our weaknesses. General Williams sent proof, images of humans walking freely in this very city, disguised with technology we can't detect. The council erupted in chaos. Members shouted, accused, demanded action. Vex raised his hand for silence. How many? Williams claims millions, Cora answered. Sleeper agents on every council world. They've been studying us while we thought we were studying them. What do they want? Vex asked. To be left alone, Cora said. Williams was clear. Earth wants no part of the council. They won't expand beyond their solar system. They won't interfere with our affairs. They just want freedom. And if we refuse? Cora activated the final recording. Williams appeared, but this time he stood in what was clearly a military command center. Behind him, hundreds of humans worked at stations showing every council world. Members of the Galactic Council, Williams began. By the time you see this, you'll know the truth. Humanity is not your enemy, but we will not be your slaves. This is our final offer. A document appeared, a treaty. Earth remains independent. No council ships enter our solar system. We maintain no offensive presence beyond our borders. In return, we share certain technologies, medical advances that could save billions, agricultural techniques to end famine, energy sources that could power civilizations. He's offering trade? Vex said, surprised. Williams continued. But if you choose war, remember this? We've had 50 years to prepare. We know the location of every council shipyard. We've mapped every supply route. We've studied every weakness. Your choice, profitable peace or devastating war. The recording ended. The council sat in stunned silence. They had ruled the galaxy for millennia through superior force. Now they faced a species that had more power but chose not to use it. I call for a vote, Elder Tam spoke into the silence. All in favor of accepting Earth's treaty? Slowly, hands, tentacles, and various appendages rose. First a few, then dozens, then hundreds. The fear of human retaliation outweighed pride. Motion carried, Vex announced, his voice heavy. Earth remains independent. As the council dispersed, none noticed the small cleaning robot in the corner, the same one that had recorded their invasion plans. Its mechanical eyes focused on Vex as he remained alone in the chamber. The robot approached and spoke in General Williams' voice. Thank you for choosing wisely, High Commander. Perhaps one day, when the Council learns to ask rather than demand, we can be true allies. Vex stared at the robot. You've been watching us all along. Protecting ourselves, the robot corrected. There's a difference. Humanity looks forward to peaceful coexistence. Should you ever be ready for it, the robot returned to cleaning, leaving Vex alone with his thoughts. On Earth, celebrations erupted. Not for conquest, but for freedom. Humanity had faced the galaxy's might and won without firing a shot in anger. General Williams stood on the observation deck, watching the stars. Captain Brown joined him. Think they'll leave us alone? She asked. For now, Williams replied. But we'll keep watching. Keep preparing. Because that's what humans do. We survive. Above Earth, the shield network powered down but remained ready. The drones returned to hidden bases. And humanity returned to its greatest disguise, appearing ordinary while being extraordinary. The Galactic Council had learned a valuable lesson. Never underestimate Earth. Asterisk.